Let's go. Get the shit going. Pack my sandwich in here.
Oh, you ended up getting a sandwich?
No, man.
No?
Nah, man. I
You
can't.
made a sandwich?
I try not to buy sandwiches in Manhattan.
Just man, right.
It's a little, and it's not, and they don't even taste as good as Aki's. You got halal oil. Okay.
Shit, yeah, bro. Manhattan is a bootleg.
They try to be what we is.
Especially like that, Midtown, Upper East Side,
Yeah,
West Side.
I don't know where you are.
Dude,
There's certain places.
we got the
Lower East
official.
Side is good. Even
We got
like
Chopped
the
Cheese
parts are
official.
like Hell's Kitchen is good, but
I don't know.
it's just different.
The actual restaurant, Hell's Kitchen. Gordon Ramsay, that's fire.
All right.
Mhm.
You're wrong, John.
Just on the house, 7:27. Should we just wait 3 minutes? Or should we just be like, fuck it, it doesn't even matter?
It doesn't matter.
That's fine.
Alright, so let's go. Let me go. Hit that record and then play.
We gonna die. You already know.
Yeah.
Joe.
Put my mic up.
It's Joe.
Thank you.
223.
Yeah, this shit the loudest, bro. That shit, bro.
Yo.
I always wanted to be the leader of an orchestra.
Oh, it was done beautifully. It was great. It was great. What up, everybody?
Well, I mean,
It's the motherfucking Jones Monday night. We live, YouTube, IG. You already know. Appreciate all the love we've been getting, all the feedback, comments, all of that. You already know. Hit the subscribe on the YouTube channel at the Jones Hour. And fuck with us, man. We on the come up. We doing our thing. Talking mad fly shit on the hood intellectual shit. And we here, man.
You're ready.
But to the right is the one and only.
You already know.
Yo, you already me up, bro. The
Ass is
trip is
optional.
guaranteed, yeah, but the acid is optional. So
That was a good
you
little
already know
flip
what
on
time
it.
it is. Yep. So it's good, y'all. How y'all been, man? Before we
You
get
know.
into the shit, you know I want to do the check-in. Make sure everybody living in there, all right?
You know, we good.
What's that number?
Yeah, just real quick. Yeah, 929-478-0458, man. 29 478
478
0458, man. Hit us up, man. On the check-in, man.
8.
Check us on the live, man.
Yeah, man. Next week we'll be back to the original.
We got some things, man.
You already know, but
We got some
if
things.
you want to call in, hit us up on that number. I'm about to pin it to the IG, my bad. And yo, we here, man. So yeah, it's been another regular week, right? Work and
Sure.
shit. weather changed quick in New York, man. It's fucking
Bipolar.
break out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I just
New
feel
York.
like we just had 80 and now it dropped to 50. Like
Yeah, I think
Like
that's I think
regular.
that's everywhere in the Northeast though.
Yeah.
But
New
Yeah,
York
well,
weather. New
well,
York
we
weather.
feeling it.
New York weather gotta see a therapist.
Word, man. We
Take
feeling it.
fucking bipolar medication and shit.
Word, man. But I guess we gotta start, man, in baseball. We gotta start in baseball, man. Unfortunately. For y'all, kinda. But
Kind
yeah, man. This was the big weekend for y'all. I think we have to start with the Mets. I think we have to start with the Mets.
Well, let me say this.
Go ahead, man.
This
Say
would
it.
be.
Say it.
I
Put
believe.
the camera on him. Is
Yeah,
the camera on
please.
him?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
on both of y'all.
yeah. I would have to say this is the first weekend. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Uh-huh.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think that bet that we put in for the Mets Yankees World Series is looking mighty clonked out right now.
Why?
I'm telling you, man. With us not taking the division and taking the wild card route, bro, and losing these games at the end of the season, man, it is not looking good. You know what I mean? How we get swept by the Braves at the end of the season? How we losing to the Marlins and the A's and shit? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the season when this is supposed to be, post time, we had to take one game. You had one job was to take one game, and you would have been good.
Talk to
Destiny is in your hands.
Talk to him.
One game,
One
we got swept.
Swept.
And that went from taking the division
Division?
to now a wild card route.
Wow.
You don't get no break. There ain't no bye week for you, bro.
None.
Listen, I just think, and especially how our pitching's been right now. Scherzer not being 100%, DeGrom looking really pedestrian the past couple games. It's Starlin Marte, who I think is a big part of our team, hurt, and it's not looking like it's coming back really anytime soon at the moment. It's not looking well. We obviously, things can click and we can make a run, but I just think the route is harder, way harder, like expeditiously.
Nah, yeah, facts. I mean, it definitely changed the route right now that you had to take. I mean, you had to walk through the park, you know what I'm saying? So to speak, you was going to the ALCS real quick. The ALDS real quick. NL, sorry. And this loss of this series, I mean,
one game, bro.
yeah.
That's what it was. It was one game you had to take. You could have lost two.
And the worst part about it is that you had DeGrom and Scherzer
Yup.
pitching both in
Yup.
that series, and neither one of them could get
No,
the job
shit to
done
bed.
when y'all needed it the most.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
through everything y'all did through the season, for everything it was, and all the glory of what it was in terms of, having such a great season. I mean, this series right here is what everybody knew, everybody looked forward to, everybody marked it on the calendar.
Mhm.
That this was going to be what is going to be the deciding factor of the division.
How long ago we said it? We go through
We
went through the schedule every week.
Probably went through this.
Yeah,
At
man.
least since like the All-Star
Yeah.
type shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and we were
saying?
like,
or maybe
ooh.
even before that, like when we was checking it out.
Yeah, and we was like, ooh,
Mhm.
this one might be big. And then it got realer and realer and realer as time went on.
Mhm.
And then
And it became
fake.
Yeah, it became exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, man, y'all didn't pull through.
Nah,
They
man.
didn't
Yeah.
pull through.
No, so, but I ain't trying to be a total douche, not douchebag. That was wrong. I ain't trying to be a total douchebag. Pessimist, right? I guess that is the word.
That's
Because
not
I didn't
negative.
say,
That's not being negative.
yeah, like a negative Nancy.
Yeah, that's
Optimist
exactly
and pessimist.
No, but I didn't say that we was totally out. I just said that this is the first time in the show that I think that bet is not looking too hot right now. Every time you ask me on the show, I'm like, nah, we in this.
I mean, at the end of the
Now,
day, at the end of the day, they might have to play Atlanta.
listen, I
You know what I'm saying? Like, and for all of this that it's worth, or whatever it is, granted, Atlanta just won the chip. They're the defending champions, right?
Of course.
Or they were who won it last year. It was Atlanta.
You know,
Right? So I mean, they're the team to beat, so to speak, if you really want to take out the champions. But I mean, the path that they've chosen right now to be the 4th seed, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might not play. They might not have to play Atlanta if the 3 wins. Who's the leader of St. Louis? If St. Louis wins, I think St. Louis is winning their division, so they're the 3 seed. So they would play the 6, who I think is the Padres or somebody else maybe. And then Dodgers is the 1. The Mets is now the 4. The 5 is somebody else. I don't know. Maybe the Phillies.
I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, so we playing the Padres. Playing the Padres.
Yeah,
St. Louis playing the
that's what I was
Phillies.
saying the other day.
Phillies,
Yeah. And then if we play the Padres, they still ain't no joke. You know what I mean? They underperform and they lost Tatis. They still, you know,
They still
Manny
still
Machado.
got-
You know what I mean? Like they
And Soto.
and Soto. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. So we got to play them, and then if we beat them, then we got to play the Dodgers.
No, I think I wonder if it's reseeding.
Well, I'm looking at the bracket.
No, I see the
Oh,
bracket.
yeah.
I see the bracket, but you know, I like in the NFL it's the reseeding. So what basically happens is the lowest seed that makes it, the lowest seed to advance would play the 1, and the highest seed to advance would play the 2.
So if the Phillies beat the Cardinals,
So the Philly, what's the Phillies?
what do you mean?
No, the Cardinals.
Oh, the Phillies. I'm sorry, the Phillies are the 6.
The Cardinals need to beat the Phillies so that they would be the 3. You know what I'm saying? And then the Mets are the 4, right?
Right.
So they would beat the Padres, and being the lowest seed, they would play the Dodgers.
That's what I said.
Yeah. And then Atlanta would play
We play St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Right.
So St. Louis could beat Atlanta, and you wouldn't even have to worry about playing Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not, bro. You not hearing what I'm saying right now?
No, but I thought maybe you were a little bit worried about Atlanta and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because,
What?
you know,
No,
because
see,
they
you're not
just
hearing
think
what I'm
of
saying
sweat.
then. No,
I know,
that is
yeah.
not what I said. I said we gotta go through the Padres, and then if we beat the Padres, then we gotta go through the Dodgers. Fuck nigga, Atlanta, like whatever the fuck, dude. That would be like, if that would be like, I bet we
No, I know.
we
but I
really
mean-
overachieved right now for what's happening.
No, but that scenario that I painted is the only one where you would play the Dodgers. So
No.
if the other way, if the
No,
other
I
way,
get
if
it.
the other
No,
team
yeah.
wins, then you
No,
just-
well,
if the other team wins, then you play in Atlanta.
no, I know. No, I'm saying I get it, but now let's look at the reality situation. If that happens, I think St. Louis will beat the Phillies.
St. Louis. Yeah, I know. I think so too. Yeah, no, I feel you on that. Well, we're gonna see, but it's just unfortunate that I had to fall down that way in terms of.
Yeah, no, it super sucked, man. We
In
totally
terms
shit
of-
the bed, man. We totally shit the bed right at the end of the season, like the last month and a half,
Mhm.
2 months. We just shit the bed. It's games that we needed, Man, just pooped it all.
All right.
Poop.
Yeah.
Poop.
What the point is, at least, man, you're still in it. So it's not
Yes,
really the end.
yes, playoffs.
It's not really
though.
the end. So the
Playoffs, though.
You're still in the playoffs, and it's a whole new.
We can
it's
make
a
a
whole
run.
new-
Miracle
It's
Mets,
a whole
man.
new series. It's a whole new season when the playoffs come.
Miracle Mets,
You know what
baby.
I'm saying?
Let's do it.
Miracle Mets. Yeah, I feel you.
Let's go.
Keep it in.
Copper 8 ball or something, yeah.
Yeah. Yankees, you know, we got what, like 3-4 games left. I think we got a 4-game set with Texas. Maybe with a makeup game because of that. I think there's like a double header somewhere in there. And Judge, man, I think that's the only thing we're waiting for. I mean, we've clinched the division, we've clinched the bye. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting for an outcome. Gonna get some well-needed rest for our players, and now all it is really Judge, man. Judge with the 62. If he's gonna get to
he's
62,
he's trying to
which
clinch.
I hope he does, because that's what I called.
He's trying to clinch.
I called 62, and we're gonna have to look this up. But I called 62. That's how much he was gonna hit, like right over. You know what I'm saying? And
1 over.
yeah, 1 over, just exactly to beat it. That's it. So I hope that's exactly what happens. I might have to look back at it for myself,
Right.
and point it out to Aunt Acid. You know what I'm saying? Because we need a Jones Stradamus clip right there for that.
Jones.
Stradamus.
It's
It's Jones Stradamus. You feel me? That's how it goes. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see how that flow with the Yankees. And that's it. And then, you know, going into the playoffs, as we get healthy, we see what Boone is gonna do for the best lineup. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna be the best lineup for us up and down? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of players. We got some players like some young boys like Oswaldo Cabrera, I think his name is, or I don't know, but it's a couple of them.
Is it Oswaldo?
I know it's Oswaldo something. and there's another one. So they've been doing their thing. They've been finding a spot and doing big things, playing defense, clutch hits, shit like that. So I think Boone is gonna have a couple of decisions to make, in terms of who he brings in for the playoff roster for the first series that they have to play, and hopefully he doesn't fuck that up, I know what the analytics is gonna be about certain things and certain players and shit like that.
Oswald
Peraza, exactly.
Oswaldo Cabrera. So you have an Oswald and an Oswaldo.
Yeah.
Fire. They're not related.
Well,
Of course
they're
they're
two
not.
different names.
It just sound fire. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm dropping gems. I'm dropping gems, bro. I'm dropping the fucking gems. And let's go Yankees. That's all I gotta say. I'm not even gonna say no more about it, man, because we're just gonna cruise. Judge is gonna finish at exactly 62. He only gonna hit one on Texas, and it's probably gonna be the last game of the season where he just feels all the pressure and just pops it like bang. And then like I said, we'll be just awaiting who's our next opponent, and it's probably gonna be someone from our division.
Mm-hmm.
The way it's looking with Toronto and Tampa, even though they might be playing each other. Because Cleveland doing their thing, and now Seattle is in it. So I think the picture is almost set. I think there could be some movement within the wild card within these last couple of games that's left for everybody. Just the last series of baseball, and then it's officially October baseball. Then it's officially October baseball, and that's where we do our best, man. Yankees, know what I mean? And the Mets, man. See, I don't even got no hate for y'all.
No, but that was hate because that's not true.
No, I'm really rooting for you guys. I'm really rooting for you guys.
Yeah, but okay.
I'm really rooting for y'all,
All
man.
right.
Nah, straight up, bro. Straight up, man.
Yo, it's just so like. Does it like?
I mean, yo,
I know.
I'm Queens born and raised, man. You know what I'm saying?
Alright,
Except for
yeah,
I
man.
spent some time in the BX, man. I'm just the best of both worlds, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yankees all day. Now let's get into some motherfucking football. NFL.
Americano.
Yo, let's get it. Let's talk about the local teams. Let's start with the Jets, man.
Woo!
Shout out Zach
Wait,
Wilson.
hold on.
Shout out Zach Wilson. Yeah,
For the local teams.
Local team.
For the local teams.
Yeah.
Round those balls, man.
Yeah, Giants, G-Men, W's. You know what I'm
Big
saying?
dubs.
Yeah.
Red Sox. No,
We don't know about that. They know where to be found. And Red Sox know where to be found. We don't know what they're talking about.
where they at?
The Patriots.
Really?
Wait.
Where they at?
Oh.
That shit looked horrible. I didn't do it right.
Don't worry. Ed will put his slow mo on the
You know what
preview.
I'm saying?
He'll put it.
I'm left-handed. I was doing it on the wrong side. It didn't come out. I felt awkward on the right. I didn't know what it was.
He ain't empty like that.
Nah, I'm left dominant. Back to the Jets. Zach Wilson, man. Zach Wilson did his thing, man. He was good money.
Sort of did this thing.
I mean, he got a W.
He did.
Got a W.
No,
you know
he
what
did.
I'm saying?
He did.
First real start.
did.
He tried to,
None. You know what? You're right.
hold down, bro. Like, you gotta give him some credit for
I
what
did.
it was.
I am. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying he did do trash first 3 quarters, but first game in Madden. He didn't play.
I mean, I didn't really watch any of it because it was on when the Giants was on, right? Wasn't there at 1 o'clock?
That's
Both
big.
of them? Yeah, so it was only one channel I was on, so I didn't flip at all, to be honest. So it is what it is. But
Yeah.
shout out to him, man. They got to come from behind victory. What are
Yep.
they? 2-2 now. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
500.
still in contention. I mean, everybody's in contention. Let me not put it like that. But you know what they say in terms of percentages of how you start your season. You know what I'm
Yeah, like
saying?
you go 0-3, like a percentage of like nothing.
Drops. Yeah, you like at a 10% chance of making the playoffs after that. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like a 2-2 start where it's like, you're at 60% or something.
Yeah.
Like you're still in the mix of it. You
And
still got a greater than 50% chance of making it, 50% chance of making it, and you good money.
and really forget about when we talk about the Jets. Forget about Super Bowl aspirations. Y'all making the playoffs is a big thing. That is getting out the rut. I know everybody be ecstatic. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Jets make playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Especially in Division A, man. Well, let's see. See what happens with Tua.
Yeah.
That'd be big for them.
Well, yeah, that was big, and that was big news this week though with Tua, man. That shit was
Well, we'll get there, man.
Yeah, let's get into that. We're gonna
Well,
go.
let's
We're
keep it
gonna
local.
have to revisit that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, G-Man though, G-Man another big victory. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really think Chicago was really a formidable opponent. You know what I'm saying? I always thought we was gonna smack them. It was a good game. Defense really stepped up. Daniel Jones on his legs is he's one of the top in terms of knowing when to run and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Picking up big first downs for us, moving the chains, keeping the drive alive, making the right decisions. You know what I'm saying? Not throwing the interceptions, throwing the ball out of bounds, which is big. You know what I'm saying? It's just some things like
That's
he
new.
wasn't doing before. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where it was like, yo,
Yeah.
just throw it out. There's another down. You get it right back. You know what I'm saying? You don't
Yeah.
gotta force nothing.
It's a
Don't
triple
gotta try to
coverage.
make anything happen. You know what I'm saying? And make the right decision. You know, to move on to the next play, and that could be the big one for us. So I mean, I think a lot of it is, you know, shout out to Dable. You know what I'm saying? I think the coaching. I mean, and
The whole regime. Shout out
yeah,
all of
the
them.
whole regime.
I'm fucking with them.
Even
On my body right now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think the culture that they have is. I mean, I've seen Dable say it at the end of the games where it's like, you know, next man up, and everybody here on the team is a factor. It takes all of us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to be ready and prepared, and you know, we a family, and this is the things that you hearing in the locker room after the game. You know what I'm saying? And the amount of accountability that they're taking on both sides of the ball in terms of trying to be better and do better week in to week out, and I think that's all because of Dable and the coaching and the culture that he's put into effect since he's got there. You know what I'm saying? I think there might have been some doubt of maybe what he could handle or not handle, but he's clearly shown that he's an intelligent coach and someone that knows how to motivate his players to get the best out of them. And I think that's what we're seeing with the Giants right now. And it seems to be just all clicking, all falling into place. You know, these games that we're seeing right now where we had so many of them within the past 2 or 3 years, you know, one score games, end of the game, and, you know, even be with the lead and just somehow lose it. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we're closing out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's one thing that like I definitely have to I've said already this season, and after this game I've definitely said we are winning the games that we lost in the past.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
We still can't really score. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's be real. Like, we you know, Sterling Shepard got hurt. Like, our receiving core is pretty much nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Our leading receiver was a tight end. Saquon Barkley nearly had to have 200 yards for us to win that game and play quarterback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor, you know, we said it before, we fucked with him. How many weeks ago we said this? When we talked about Tyrod, we got Tyrod, I bet. But I was like, you know, he's a little fragile. And what happens? Fucking 2 plays in, gets a concussion, he's out.
He did get that first down.
We know he's solid, though. No,
he did get it. He got rocked, but he got it.
But that's 2 plays, though, is what I'm saying, though. It's like, this is... I mean, what are you going to say? Oh, it's not his fault. Well, guess what, man? If it's your whole career, it's just you. And maybe it may not be your fault, but sorry. You know what I mean? It's you, man. Best ability is availability. And Tyrod keeps getting hurt. You know what I mean? It came down to Saquon taking snaps. You know what I mean? So, and him doing this thing, and definitely, you know, shout out to the coaching staff and everybody. You know, Dable, the whole regime. I'm really fucking with them hard body because you're right. He is leaderman, and they are fighting. Like, that is the difference. We had the talent in the past, and we had these close games. We didn't have the coaching and the staff to overcome this. Now we have less talent, but a better coaching staff, and we're overcoming the games that in similar fashion that we lost in the past.
Yeah, that's exactly
like it's real. It's complete. It really is like a complete mirror effect. You know what I mean? Like, it's just flipped. You know what I mean? We lost all our real good talent. All we really got is Saquon. You know what I mean? And boom. We win these games. 17. Win these 17-10 games. Remember them shits?
Yeah. No,
17-20 from a field goal from 65 yards, 62 yards. They ended teams ended the game on us like 60 yards or more, like in a row on us, like 3 games in a row one season. I remember that shit. It was like 58, 62, 61, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now I remember all that. We had so many
that shit was
horrible
crazy.
games, shit like that. But now you know.
And we could overcome it, I feel like, because of the coaching, man. And now we got that.
Mm-hmm.
And since we have less talent, just wait till we do.
Right.
This is the first year with Joe Shane. Is his name? Joe Shane.
Mm-hmm.
First year with him, so you know he's trying to get out the fucking mess that Edelman left us in.
Yeah, and I mean, so far he got players that that really want to be here though.
Yeah.
At the same time, it seems like
And
you know what I'm saying. It doesn't really seem like there's too many people that are there that don't really feel like they want to be there.
Yo, and shout out Landon Collins. He interviewed, had a tryout with us today. You know what I mean? Because we need some safety help.
Yeah.
And that's the only color rush jersey I own.
Yeah,
I was thinking
I was
about
about to say,
so then you come back, baby.
Jones Kustradamus
Come back.
strikes again. Oh,
Or the LC on the Jones album.
Word. He wore it, and now he's coming back. Facts. That's fire.
But
He put it in the air, man. Go blood. Shout out to the
yeah,
Go
man.
Blood.
LC come back. We need help, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Chris on the Go Blood.
Yeah, man.
He had his best years with us, man. He should have
Yeah, no, all his Pro Bowl years were with us.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. It was money. But now that
No,
we're
it was
looking at
money,
it,
but
but
now
now that
you
we're
know.
looking at it, hindsight being 2020, fucking dude fucked it up anyway, man. This dude Gettleman.
But it's alright, man.
Broke it, nothing to show for it.
Yeah, we on to new things, man. But let's go around the league, man. See what else happened during the week and shit. What was that?
I don't know.
Oh Lord, get it? Yeah, it's alright.
Now you see now. You fucked up, man.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, man. Around the league, yeah. What do you want to start with the Tua shit?
Nah, let's start with some of the games, and we get back to we end on Tua right before we do our picks and shit.
All right.
Let's go through some of the games. There was a London game. There's a London game. That was Minnesota and New Orleans. Minnesota gets that W. The one, I think James Winston was out or got hurt. I think when they missed a game with a game time field goal at the end, they could have tied it to send it to overtime, but it
didn't work out that way.
And Minnesota walks away with the W. I was up on that because I got Delvin Cook in all my leagues. Shout out fantasy if you fuck with the fantasy. But all my leagues had that. So
Justin Jefferson had an under par day, from what I heard.
yeah.
Thielen at 18.
Thielen. Yeah, I mean Devin Cook only had
And
I think like maybe 12 for me.
sorry, I don't know if any of this is true, obviously, because I just heard it very quickly. But they said for some reason Kirk Cousins is not happy with Justin Jefferson.
He's such a bird.
Yo, let him
That's
be
true. That's true. He's a bird.
Wait, let him be a bird. Let Thielen be a best friend, bro. I'll start him right now.
You put him in as a lock.
Right now, as a lock.
Wide receiver 2?
Wide receiver 1.
One
Every week.
I feel you.
You know why Justin Jefferson was like, Jesus?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus?
Word. It was a good game between Green Bay and New England yesterday too.
Mm-hmm.
New England had to make some moves at quarterback, bring in the third string rookie, but he actually had a solid run at it, and but Green Bay holds on. What else was there?
Five field goal heard.
Yeah. Philly ran through another team. They just looking like the team to beat in the NFC, which is like so hard for me to say. It's like, God, I hate them. Yeah, like, why are they not a fan favorite of me or mine?
And I'm seeing people on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, yeah, oh man. Nah, they going in. They going in. But it is what it is. It is what it is. They doing their thing. Jalen Hurts looking like
he's hurting the league.
He's the truth. He's having crazy numbers every week.
Listen, can I say one thing? I'm sorry.
Offensive line and defensive line killing. Go ahead.
No, I'm off. I feel like you're But yo, fuck the Eagles. But dude, shout out to Jalen Hurts because
shit birds.
You gotta love the story of when everybody shits on you
Word.
right? In your like literally coming up, bro. You know his story with college. You know he fucking getting who took over from Tua or whatever. Like it was like Tua, and like whatever. Everybody counted him out, blah blah, and it was shout out to that part, but fuck you.
You know, he put in work to be where he's at.
Yeah, and it's it's a dope story. Yeah,
dope story. Yeah. That's all right. But I mean, you gotta give them their credit. You know what I'm saying? They at the top of the division, top of the NFC.
No, yeah. I mean,
only undefeated team left.
Yep.
And
that's something to say.
Buffalo with the comeback against
Buffalo.
Ravens, they killed first half, but that second half, this is like the second week in a row where they've lost in the second half. So that's not a
questionable plays going fourth down instead of field goal for the points.
That's definitely going to be a foreshadowing for the playoffs. I'm pretty sure they're going to run into each other in the playoffs this year. Buffalo and Baltimore, they're going to look back on this game. Guaranteed.
Interesting.
Calling it now. What else? What other games was there, man?
Cardinals, Panthers, 26-16. I mean, damn. Panthers just can't find a quarterback. Sorry. I don't know. It's just hard. Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah. They're gonna get the number one pick, probably.
Raiders, Broncos. Oh, Philly's top 5 pick right now for next year's draft.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because they got the Saints pick.
Oh wow.
That's crazy. Well, at the moment. Early season, but that's crazy, right?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't think the Saints is going to be that way. But I mean, it does depend on Jameis, that MVP talk I was talking about. At least numbers fell down a lot because he's nowhere near. He's nowhere near where
what
he's
about
what up?
Shitty Russ, man? Shitty Russell Wilson.
Shitty Russ.
Shitty Russ, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know because I mean, it seems like he has the weapons. I just don't think. I don't think he's just comfortable. He doesn't play. He doesn't look like he's comfortable playing right there, just yet. You know what I'm saying? You know how much of a leader that you've seen him in Seattle with. He kind of felt comfortable there, like he already knew that. Especially when they're in Seattle, like,
it's my team.
It's like he got everything. He's a general.
I am the captain.
But he doesn't look like that same general in this Denver uniform. You know what I'm saying? Out there.
I mean, that's the captain.
He looks like he looks kind of lost and stiff and slow. It's not the normal him. We see what it turns into. Maybe Seattle throwing that fucking.
Damn, so we gotta go back to Seattle and shit, man.
No, I'm not going back to it. I'm just saying, like.
Oh, you go back to Seattle.
Oh.
Well, I'm saying he was like a virgin and shit.
Well,
let me say this. Hold on. Let me just say this. I mean, every dude, you never know what's good pussy off your first pussy. So the first pussy you had, you think is good because it's your first. You know what I'm saying? But this is literally, if this is his first pussy and it's Ciara, like that's top notch. You gotta think, though. Like she probably threw it back on him. You see how that bitch be dancing? He wasn't ready for that, bro. He wasn't ready for that, though. I'm not real, son. Like, I handle Ciara, but him, I don't know.
Well, what I was gonna say is it that he doesn't look comfortable, or is it the Russell Wilson I've kind of been seeing for like 3 seasons now, a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know, because I mean, maybe a season or 2 ago, he was front runner for the MVP and just had a horrible second half of the season. Because I had him in fantasy, he was killing for me. He had me to like a 6-1 start. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, it was
and that was the regression.
Yeah, but I mean that was that half a season.
And then the
next season he was
mediocre.
Yeah, I mean even with a DK Metcalf, he was a top notch wide receiver. He still got him now with Judy and there's another cat. But
yeah,
I don't know what's gonna happen with him.
What about that Chiefs Bucks game, man? Did you saw Pat Mahomes with the basketball spin and jump shot?
Yeah,
at the 3?
I mean
that was fire. He said whoop, and he literally hit him with the follow through and all that.
Word.
Hall of Famer Pat Mahomes. Don't disrespect.
I'm not gonna disrespect
him. It's
the
homie.
He's
the truth, bro.
He
really is, bro. He really is.
He be coming out of nowhere, like I remember that one time he had threw it with his left hand on the run, like he was playing Denver. Or something.
Look shit.
Like that no look shit. Like he's just on another level, bro. He's really on another level.
Different.
Like he got like the game figured out, kind of like like you just see it. His decision, his movement,
It's slow.
maneuvering.
Everything's slow to him.
Yo, he just be
The vision, everything's slow to him. And this
he
is
killing, yo.
and this is a big test this year in a way, because they said Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
Tyreek Hill.
Mhm.
Tyreek Hill. It wasn't Tyreek Hill. I mean, yes, we could see the offense. Obviously, now we officially know runs through Kelsey. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it's always been that they chose their loyalty. You know what I mean in
Mm-hmm.
terms of where to run the offense. But still,
I mean,
Yeah,
that's not to say nothing from Tyreek Hill because he's
No,
still
he's a
playing on the
monster.
same numbers
No.
now in Miami. So
No.
he's still killing. He's
no,
just
I'm not.
a powerful
But
thing,
they were saying, can he do this without him?
yeah, you know,
And
and they said
hell
something
yeah.
like Valdez Scantling and Juju probably wouldn't be enough to fill those roles, and probably not one by themselves, but combined they have been with that Kelsey and Edwards-Helaire and even McKinnon on the third down and long situations.
It's the other guy, Pacheco, man. The guy Pacheco's
him
nice.
too. Yeah, nah, I mean.
Yeah, he's like a dog, bro. He's
Yeah.
like, bro.
No, but
Run
I'm just saying, like it really is Mahomes that's leading this thing out. It's crazy how they lost to the Colts the week before. You know what I'm saying? Seeing how suspect they've been playing, but yeah, man. I mean, football is a beautiful thing. Fantasy is here.
Mhm.
We playing each other in one league.
Yep.
I think I got too many players left over.
Yeah, I think
I know you do got Garoppolo, and it is a defensive player league, so you do got Bosa.
I do.
I have Kittle.
You do.
I have Rams defense, I think. I have the kicker Matt Gay. I have Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I played the Rams. Yeah, I might have started the Giants, though. I might have started the Giants this week. I think I have the Giants on that team. But I do have Aaron Donald. I think I do have...
You have Gay.
Gay.
You know that.
Uh-huh.
Aaron Donald.
Uh-huh. Kittle. Stafford. Me.
Okay.
And then you have just...
Bosa.
You have Bosa.
And Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
Oh, fucking Jeremy Chin, give me a donut, man. That was
Yeah.
tough.
But even like that, like you do got Jimmy G, but I got Kittle. So hopefully, what you need to be hoping for is that all his points go to not Kittle, and I gotta hope for you just throw I made a couple of touchdowns and it's a rap city for you,
Yeah, whatever, man. Either way, I'm fucked, man. I don't like either league. I'm looking at both leagues. Yo, fucking Patterson went to the IR today, bro.
Yeah, I seen that. And this guy from Denver, he tore his ACL. He's out for the season.
Williams,
yeah, for the running back. Man, shout out to them. Speedy recovery and shit like that.
Yeah, fuck.
But damn, yeah. I mean, I had mad plays out this week. Now that we're on this little fantasy binge, I had St. Brown out. I had Michael Thomas out. I had somebody else.
Yeah, but I need to find a full replacement though, man. These niggas hit their IR, man.
Yeah, he's out. They said for at least 4 weeks or something like that, maybe 6. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know who's the backup running back in the league. We better check that waiver wire. Yeah. But if that's in my league, I mean, there's definitely free agents out there, bro. Yeah, there's some free agents for a starter too. You gotta see what's going on with that. But I know I have Montgomery out on another team. Shout out to my pops. I'm playing him this week. Actually, in my league, I'm up 63. Score I believe is 147-84. I'm up 63. But he does have Stafford, which is a total different league, obviously, because I have Stafford in the other league. But he has Stafford, he has Cooper Kupp, and he has the Rams defense. I mean, those 3 right there could put up the 63 he needs, 64 for the W. So I'm not out of the water yet, but my team is done. My team was done after the 1 o'clock game yesterday. But I think that's enough fantasy. What about you in the fantasy
I'm
zone?
I'm trash. Ant's nice.
And had a battle for his name this weekend with a mob list. Didn't even know it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where that came from. I don't know. And still number 1 in the league though. So.
Yeah, and still number 1.
I don't know. Points for all that.
3-1.
Top most points.
Well,
put up the most points.
Well, I mean, how much you put up this week? I think you only put up in the 130s this week.
No, I didn't do that much. If I still have San Fran's defense
So
tonight.
so he's 1 or 2 in the league in points. But anyway, good for him.
Yeah, if I get that W, I'll be right there with him.
Or
I'll be on your heels, Ant. So we go.
Picks?
Yeah, let's. Are we gonna go over the picks from last week, Ant?
Yeah, let's do
Let's
it.
do it, bro.
Dun, dun, dun,
Let's
dun.
fucking do it.
Dun, dun,
Picks.
dun, 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 dun.
All right. So the only person in this year's pick'em that is in question this week is Kush, due to tonight's game.
Oh shit!
So
I
you
believe-
picked who?
I don't know. Who the fuck did I pick?
Did he
It
pick
was-
the 49ers,
it was long,
right?
long time
Did he
ago.
pick the 49ers?
Let me double check.
Did I make that
I think
decision?
I think he picked the 49ers, bro.
I think you're trying to make that situation.
I'm not. I'm not trying to do
Let's
anything.
go. If I did, let's go Jimmy G.
Wow. Well, you need Jimmy G anyway. You need to.
No, he actually picked the Rams.
There we go.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna jump in, man.
So he has 3 points on the board. That's up in question. Because that was his 3-point team. But me and you, Jones, are wrapped. So after week 4, you have 14 points on the board. All right.
Nice.
And I have 10 points on the board. All right. Week 4, you had your 5-point loss. The Jaguars lost.
Nice.
All right. And your 1-point loss. The Lions lost.
Nice.
All right. Your 3 points did win, and that was your you picked Packers for your 3-point play.
Cheeseheads. One by field goal.
Alright.
And my
So now I have 17 or 14.
you have 14.
Okay.
Nice.
You have 14 on the board, and after looking at it, 9, 14, 15. Cushwood has 15 points on the board. If he
Quick mods.
wins the game tonight, it would basically be I guess 18 points.
So who he had this week? Who did he
Yeah.
pick? Who was the games he picked?
His 5-point game was the Chiefs. His 1-point game was the Bengalis. And if the Rams win, he'll have 3.
And that'll be the
points.
trifecta.
So he'll come up with a quick 9 for the week.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wow.
So he had 9
Look
points
at
on the
that.
board. Basically, you having a bad week, Jones, Kush came up and he's the leader right now.
And what are you at? You at 10?
I am at 10 points. My only my 1-point game won.
Damn. What was your picks?
That's tough.
Ravens lost in my 5-point.
Yeah, but that Raven loss was tough, man.
Browns,
That was tough, bro.
Browns lost at my 3-point, and then the Giants were my only winners.
Yes, as they should be.
One. Yeah.
Every week.
And we told you at 1 that you was bugging. That we was mad that was your 1-point pick.
All right, so we ready?
Should've
We
been
ready?
5.
We ready to
But who's
lock in
2
our
now?
picks?
I think I was last week. I'm pretty sure I was 3rd last week.
No, you were
No, you were
first
first.
place last week.
Oh,
No, you're no.
Oh, you're talking about picks? I
Yeah,
was
no, you
first.
were last. He was first. I was second.
All right, so now you
I'm first.
I'm 2nd. And Ant's last. Okay, so let's lock them in. You got a pen?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's go, Kush.
Dun, 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 dun. This is
There's some looking like some easy games right here to pick early.
Ooh,
And I'm seeing.
ooh. No, it's just it's tough when you have the whole week to pick from, and you're not picking like second or third.
Wow. Yeah, you got all the games you want.
I will go with my 3-point play. Packers over the Giants.
Wow, you pick against the Giants. Packers.
I do.
3 points.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Wow. Interesting. Okay. You put that in, right in?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Go ahead. Let's go. What's next? 1 to 5. Got 2 more.
I will go my 5-point play. Bills over the Steelers.
It's a good pick.
What do I have left?
You're 1 point.
I'll do the same thing again. Let's keep it going. Monday night game, Chiefs over the Raiders.
Wow.
Okay.
So you just keep on taking the Monday games.
I can do whatever I like.
Wow. Look at this guy right here. Okay.
It's good, you brother.
Okay.
No.
So now it's my turn.
Yes, sir.
Pujols passes Babe Ruth in RBIs. Moves second in MLB history. Number 703. Shout out to him.
That's home runs actually, not RBIs, but you're right.
Oh, home run number 703, but RBIs.
That's fine.
Whatever.
Shout out to Pujols and all.
Oh, sorry. He moved. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna read it. Albert Pujols moves into second place in MLB history in RBIs with a go-ahead home run. 703. Sorry. Thank you.
So he just turning up.
Yeah. Word.
He just turning up.
Is this the end?
Okay, so I go through my picks now.
Let's do it, man.
For my 5-pointer, taking a Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks over
Interesting.
the Atlanta Falcons.
Wow.
5 points.
Wow. Cannon's going.
You know my man Brady's gonna hold it down for me.
TV.
Joan.
No tuberculosis.
No, not tuberculosis. You should have that vaccine. I think that those are one of those ones we're okay with.
That's called TV-13.
Yeah. It's one up. One more up, because that's how you know you need it.
Yeah, man.
I know, I'm looking.
I know.
Slow down.
Go ahead,
slow
man.
down. All right, for my 1-point play, I'm taking the Rams over the Cowboys.
Interesting.
Rams over the Cowboys.
Interesting. You don't believe in Cooper.
And that's your what?
One
point. You
Rams.
don't believe in Cooper Rush.
Nah, I don't believe
Gotcha.
it. And for my 3-pointer,
Just take the Lions, man.
nah, I'm not doing it this week. They kill me.
Detroit. Ant's favorite pizza slice.
For my 3-pointer,
Detroit slice.
Fuck did that come from?
I'll take the Titans over Washington. Titans over Washington for 3 points.
The Titans.
Titans.
The Titans.
Titans.
The Tennessee Titans.
Titans. Titans.
All right, I am going
King
to
Henry.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Let's go, man.
Let's go, man.
Let's
For
go,
my
man.
3-point.
Tree.
My 3-pointer. I'm going to go Panthers over Niners.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's big. You said
That's
yo.
okay.
Fuck Jimmy G.
I guess we can't help you, but you sure, man?
That's not really a good pick.
You sure?
Is it not?
Nah, you should pick a different team.
We're giving
a whole
you
different game. That's not a good game to bet, bro.
and I think
And if it is, you
and I
probably
think-
go the other way.
and this should be the only help you get all season.
I'm going Seahawks for my 5-point over the Saints.
I hear that.
I like that.
I hear that.
I like that. Gino, young Gino.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gino, man. He's doing his thing.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing. Young Gino.
And
Your 1-pointer.
I'm going Ravens over Bengalis.
I like it.
That's smart.
I like it.
That's
So
smart.
you want to switch your 3-pointer?
Locked in.
No.
Locked in. I like it.
I like it. All right, that's the
Big
picks
game
I got,
tonight.
man.
Woo,
Yeah, yeah.
big game
Big
tonight.
game tonight. Rams 49ers.
All right.
It's a big division matchup. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And the winner of this game could very well be in cruise control.
Mhm.
You know, setting that path for the rest of the season within the division, and trying to get that bye that everybody's looking out for.
Word, man.
Word. And then, all right. So the picks is in. We'll see what happens next week. Still got the game tonight, so I think we
Tua?
Tua, yeah. Let's get into that, bro. Because I think you want to start with it? You want to get into it?
Yeah, well, it's. I mean, come on, listen. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit in the sense of these are people who have jobs watching football, and they've been watching football for, I'm assuming, their whole life, right? From professional football, pee-wee football, collegiate football, whatever the case may be. You can't tell me you don't know what it looks like when somebody got a concussion. And really, and if somebody says, "Oh, it's my back that's hurting," you gonna take that, and really believe that?
Yeah, I mean the concussion.
I'm sorry, but all honesty, he shouldn't even play in this game.
Nah, he shouldn't.
He shouldn't have been.
He shouldn't have came back into the second half after the first game against Buffalo. No, was it Buffalo? Yeah, no, Baltimore. He was playing against Baltimore.
The
He should have been out for the second half.
the way his
second half.
hand curled up, I totally
Yeah,
thought
man,
that it
that's a
was
seizure.
Yeah,
He
Nah,
seized
yeah,
up.
no, he was
seized up.
knocked out. That shit hit the button.
He seized up.
His brain rattled mad hard in his skull.
And the reason why I feel like
And it didn't even look like a hard play.
Yes.
It didn't even really look like a hard play. It looks like something that you normally
get
see
thrown down. Yeah.
like happen to a quarterback.
So what I'm saying is, if that play happened again without him being put back in the game, like if the first thing didn't happen basically,
Mm-hmm.
and that play happened that he caught the seizure on, he probably wouldn't have seized. He
Probably
would have been out of concussion protocol.
maybe.
Well, we hope.
You know,
You know what I'm
it
saying?
might not even have been a concussion. It's just that
No.
that he didn't.
No,
fully,
well,
heal
obviously,
from the first.
no, obviously that was some kind of concussion hit. Like he seized up. There was some kind of trauma to the head.
Yeah.
Like that. So so obviously there was that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying he would have been woozy or anything, but that's definitely a concussion. So if something like that was happening, he was hurt. That would have been a concussion. He would have been seizing up, scared the living daylights out of everybody, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was crazy. And then fucking Cameron Brate gets hit, and they put him back in the game, and he doesn't return in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
And they put him back in after the hit.
Right.
These are things they're supposed to see. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get it. Like, y'all professionals, bro. You have a team doctor, right?
Mm-hmm.
On both teams, right? Watching the field. And then you have independent doctors there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Watching the field.
Thanks.
And then you have the dude in the booth. There's a doctor in the booth by the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And he sends the alert when to stop the plays.
Mm-hmm.
So
because he could see it before maybe a referee would see it on the sideline.
So you telling me through all these checks and balances, man, you still letting shit like this go through, man? Like, how can you fully guarantee? How can anybody fully guarantee that two is actually going to be the same again? Not forget play football. So what if something's now permanently wrong with him?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying anything crazy.
No, but if
What if he like fucking
look at
itches his left ear or some shit
look
every
at AB,
hour?
Look at AB right now.
Yeah, bro, not
Look
so.
at AB right now. You know what I'm saying? Not to get off the subject, but let me just paint a picture real quick. Before Burfict from Cincinnati,
Vontez
Burfict, before he
that crazy ass hit.
that crazy hit that like definitely locked him out. He was locked
he was
up
cold.
too. He was done.
It was cold.
Like AB really hasn't been the same, you know, in the way he acts ever since then. You know what I'm saying?
you got perfect.
Obviously, no.
Nah, that shit wasn't even cool.
Obviously-
that shit was fucked up. He got
Obviously,
rocked.
yeah. Listen, obviously, there's
He
no
was defenseless receiver right there. He got popped.
look. Obviously, there's no proof of correlation, but we saw it. Like we
Mhm.
saw the transition.
Mm-hmm.
So
that could be the CT flow.
so,
CT
yeah. So
flow
us
his brain right now.
us looking from cases prior of seeing people that go through crazy traumatic injuries or events in sports like that, and then to see what they are after, we've witnessed that as sports fans multiple times.
Thanks.
From boxers, MMA fighters, football players. You know what I mean? Like we've seen it. We've seen, and we're like, oh man, yo, yeah, that dude went through a lot of fight. He took a lot of hits, man. He's fucked up. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
We
Nah,
said
it's
we
facts.
said it kind of often. My point is that for me bringing up all those checks and balances on the field and it being football, trying to really take a step in the right direction with this because of the CTE shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that something like that Tua is even allowed to play that second game, and then
on the short week.
on a short week, so he didn't even get to recover a whole week,
Mhm.
and then after this whole everything's going down, you got a fucking in a separate game. Cameron, same shit, not same shit, but Cameron Brate gets hit. He's pretty much concussion protocol. They put him back in the game in a sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then realize, yo, you can't play at halftime and don't put him back in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, man, you can't let these slide, bro.
Nah,
You
you're
can't.
right. You're right. Yeah, I mean, it's a responsibility because you know
It's a human responsibility.
it's a responsibility on both sides because you know as a player you're gonna want to go back into the game no matter how you feel and you probably won't even say you're feeling right, even if you know you're feeling wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because
And if you concussed, how do you even know if you're feeling wrong? Really?
no, I understand
You're
that.
probably like,
The
nah,
other
man,
part
let's
is-
get
the
this.
Other, the other part is the obligation of the doctor. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? To know when it's like, this is, yourself, your well-being, your life is more important. From the effects of another type of hit at this time right now. To not even consider going out there. You know what I'm saying? Until you fully heal. And then the other part about it is like, with the concussion, there really is no set time. They just keep on doing the tests, and then once you pass, then you're good. But if you can't pass, then you're still fucked up.
Yeah, and they
You know
say
what I'm saying?
and they say though that those protocols are kind of shabubi because each concussion is different. Just because you pass the test, like they said, who was it? Keyshawn Johnson, right? Who was a wide receiver for the Jets a long time ago or whatever, a while ago. He said, yo, man, I could get concussed and laid out on the floor. I mean, on the turf, right? Once I get up and they start bringing me back to the room, through the tunnel. Once I'm back through the tunnel, I can technically drive a car.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's what this is. But your brain's already bruised.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's like you can't even you definitely can't trust a player, man. How many times do you see like fighters, man? They get laid out and shit, and then they getting back up trying to fight the dude in like the other corner, and nobody's there and shit.
Yeah, I mean, even that he got on the plane, that was even bad.
That's crazy.
Too.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't get on a plane
high like that. You know what I'm saying? It does something to you.
But yeah, man.
And it could be.
I'm good on it. I'm good on it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, and then it's crazy that just to end it like this, a lot of people this week was put into the concussion protocol just off of hits, and some of them might have been real or not. You know what I'm saying? But
a little bit more.
They wasn't taking no chances at all. They was like, yo, any little hit to the head, you going in. That's it. You out for the game. We don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's how that went. But week 4 just about into the end of the books. You know what I'm saying? Exciting week. Kush takes the lead in the new Hot Wing Challenge, but we'll see. Can you extend that lead tonight? Right?
Yeah. Let's see if I could.
Because it's at 15-14. And if you can get another one, then you'd be at. Then you'd be good. Even though I think I had 17, bro. What was the Monday night game last week that I picked?
It was the Giants, I believe.
I picked the Giants.
Yeah, you picked the Giants.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Status.
So you would have had 14. All right. So on week 2,
with the wins this week. I would have had 17.
Yes.
So that's all right.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's all right. You got your little 1-point lead. Hopefully it'll become 4. Then I'm coming for you, B.
Of course.
You ain't shit, Kush.
Sure.
All right. Now, just a real quick shout out. NBA preseason tomorrow, man. Starts it up, man. Knicks is playing tomorrow, man. So, word up. Ooh, it's back. Just when we thought we didn't have enough sports to talk about, now comes the NBA. Oh man, it's gonna be exciting.
The fall is exciting.
Yeah, man.
I hate the change of weather, but
yeah, this is
good sports.
Yeah,
playoff baseball,
best reality
football.
show on the world right there. All sports. So it's gonna be exciting. Yeah, all of it.
Do the hockey.
Everybody's doing the start of the preseason now, and it's gonna be fire. Shout out the Knicks, man. Tomorrow, first game of the preseason. Let's see what we looking like. Yeah.
Oh. Blood, yeah, Scott, yeah.
It's good you already know, Joe.
Oh. Jones is in the Scud Yeah Blood Yeah. Did y'all know that?
Sponsored by
Scuds, of course.
Lunch and Scuds. Yes. All right.
Okay.
I'm in it this week, guys. Yeah. Let's go.
Nice. Scud Yeah Blood Yeah. Jones Rant, man.
Jones a minute. Let's go.
I got your mind. Hold on.
You got your started.
All right. Let's go sitcoms. All right, and we're gonna generalize the sitcoms. I'll narrow it down in the future. Scud Yeah Blood Yes. But for now, let's get a little general.
Like on the show.
Shows, cartoon sitcoms.
I'm with it. Let's
you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Starsky.
Okay.
Detective Stabler.
Also, it's actual people from the shows.
Detective Stabler.
No, it's characters.
Yeah, characters. That's what I mean. People from the show.
It's characters from the show.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Characters, yes.
Yeah.
Starsky from Starsky and Hutch.
Yes.
And Detective Stabler from SVU.
Yes.
I'm going Stabler.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes down to like crime shows, he's one of the cooler like fucking characters. So
I mean, I don't really know Starsky and Hutch like that. So this guy is like, he's not really on my radar to be with somebody I want to smoke with. At least I know my other mans, you know what I'm saying, from the SVU and shit.
I don't know Starsky that much, but from what I do know, he's a partier.
So you chilling with him?
I think I'm blending in with Starsky, man.
I feel you.
I think I am.
I'm choosing familiarity with this.
Yeah, I feel you with that.
Like, he's a big, he was like,
run away from some crime and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Go to a bar and shit.
Hell yeah.
Like, you guys can't do this.
Yeah. Hutch.
I'm taking
Go arrest him.
Yeah.
15.
Go slide over some fucking car hoods and shit. you
Word,
know?
yo, that
Do
whole
behind it,
so let me drop the Chevelle. Oh, fire.
That's nice.
Fire.
Alright,
Stabler got an Impala
I'm
still.
flip flopping on this one. I'm going Starsky.
Yeah, I'm still staying. I'm still sticking with this. I'm
Um,
gonna change the game. He's gonna make me like an honorary detective. I'm gonna get to solve one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On the show.
Right.
It's cool.
So this one I was a little 50-50 of putting in, but I did anyway.
Okay.
Frasier,
Frasier.
right?
Mhm.
From Frasier.
From Frasier.
From Frasier.
Uh-huh.
Ross Geller from Friends.
Wow. I'm going
Ross.
fucking. You going Ross?
No, I'm going Frasier.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know Frasier?
I'm going Frasier too,
You're
man.
Frasier.
Yo, Ross is a lame.
Yeah.
Ross is like the worst character of Friends,
Yeah, I
bro.
know.
Mhm.
You know?
Then wasn't his chick Aniston? And
Yeah.
And she dubbed him.
No, but you know,
But he
he
gets it
got
back
a
at the
baby.
end.
He put a baby in that.
Oh. All right, well, that's not that bad.
Emma.
But I'm just
Yeah, I'm good at French trivia.
yeah, I'm good with
Real good.
yeah, I'm good with the Friends dude. I'm good on Friends. Man.
Yeah, I think I'm going Frasier too.
Yeah,
You know, I'm a
Frasier.
break friend guy.
Yeah, no, Frasier.
Central Perk, all that.
You got to, though. You got to.
Yeah.
On this one, you got to. It's the worst character of Friends.
All right.
Worst character.
Urkel,
Okay.
the Fresh Prince.
Oh.
Ooh.
Definitely Fresh Prince. Man. Definitely. Urkel's my man's. I'm not gonna start on Urkel, but Fresh Prince
I think I'm going Urkel.
was A1 to me.
I think I'm
I
spoken
gotta
Urkel.
go. I gotta go.
I feel like I can
Yeah,
find
man.
like other people kind of like the Fresh Prince in life. I don't think I've spoken to a lot of people like Urkel. Urkel's like,
Yeah, you know what?
Cat, man.
I actually, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, Steve Urkel, bro.
Imagine the conversations you having with Steve Urkel rather than the Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince combos is like shit we be talking.
Nah, yeah, but Fresh Prince, man, like that was my show, bro. Like
Oh,
way
I feel
more than Steve Urkel. Like Family Matters, I get it, but but Family Matters was like wholesome and shit like that. But like Fresh Prince, man, like that shit was cool when that shit dropped. Like
Well,
Will Smith was that dude. You know what I'm saying?
I remember.
And I was somewhere I was like, if you figure if that shit came out in 1990 or something like that, bro, like I'm 7, bro. Like I'm all up onto that shit. Like hip hop is brand new to me and everything like that. And I'm like, I want to be with that shit. I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So Fresh Prince was the man.
Well,
Watching that shit every
I
week.
guess I have a follow up, Scott Near Blunt, yeah.
Let's go.
But you know,
Shut ya, but ya.
based on your answer, I guess I know where you're leaning. I was sticking with the same shows. Uncle Phil, Officer Winslow.
Yeah, but it would be the same. Yeah, Uncle Phil.
Yeah, I figured that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Uncle Phil.
I'm
Actually, you know
going-
what? It's in my characters.
Yeah, characters.
Winslow, bro.
Winslow smoking with a cop.
Hell yeah, bro.
Smoking with a cop.
Cop
I'm smoking with a judge.
smoking with a judge. Yeah, I think I'm going Uncle Phil. I'm smoking with Urkel and Uncle Phil
Word. Together.
across the show.
Word. Nah, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, are we talking about like actual characters?
Yeah, characters,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, like the characters. Definitely Winslow, bro.
And we could finish off Scott Near Blunt with this one. Peter Griffin.
Ooh.
Okay.
And Homer, man.
Oh, definitely.
Homer Simpson.
I gotta smoke with Homer. Gotta smoke with Homer. I mean, Peter Griffin is that dude, but Homer's an icon, man. Imagine they put me in like Simpson form and shit like that. That I could smoke with him as the cartoon. Me? Yeah, that's fire. Yep, Homer.
Yeah, I'm going Pete.
Yeah,
Oh,
same.
yeah.
That's not even
I'm
generational.
going to fucking
bro.
Providence, Rhode Island, and
Talking
where
about characters. Hell
Cold Hard.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, where they from? Springfield, Illinois. I'm going to Illinois. Or wherever they from.
No, at least you know they're from like
Which one of
Maine.
those?
Yeah, like Quahog is like Maine or some shit.
It's I thought it was Rhode Island.
Yeah,
Rhode
I thought it was
Island,
Long
yeah.
Island.
No, it's Rhode Island. There is a
Rhode-
Quahog. There is a Long Island Quahog, but
Yeah, there
not the
is.
same Quahog.
Different.
You don't know that.
Well, I hope y'all like that one.
Yeah, fire.
Scott, yeah, blood, yeah.
Wrapped up. And what's the other gentleman we're gonna fuck with today,
Oh,
bro?
Oh yeah,
Flip it up, man.
Yeah,
Some new
man.
Shit. Let's go.
You want to come up with the name, or you want me to just say?
Nah, just. Oh yeah, no, the one you had.
All right. Well, for now, I guess it's called Scratch That Bag That.
Scratch that, bag that.
And so
Scratch it, bag it.
so it's similar to Scunny Blunt, yeah.
Smack it, flip it.
Except it's going to be a singular topic, and basically, is that cap or is that bullshit? And it's some of it's real rumors, some of it's shit that I just came up with it and I thought it was interesting, and I'm just tell me if you fucking with it or if it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, nah,
Right.
let's do it.
Some with it.
Geno Smith will get some MVP votes this year.
Or, well, that's just it.
That's just it.
Nah.
Fucking with it?
Scratch
Scratch that.
that.
No MVP votes.
Not even one.
No explanation. Cool.
I just don't think. I mean, I'm giving him some credit. He's doing his thing. If there was an improved player or a comeback player, I mean, he wasn't really hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how that would come in.
Mhm.
I could see him something like an accolade like that if he qualified for it. But in terms of just getting an MVP vote, meaning like
One vote.
one vote, yeah, nah. I think the writers within the NFL, I think, have a little bit more sense in that just to vote for him, just to waste their vote.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
let's see what he does this season. Because if he does some crazy shit, no pun intended, with Metcalf shit on himself this week, by the way.
Mm.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, had to get carted off and shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I feel that. Saquon Barkley resigns with the Giants next year.
Not bad yet.
Let's go.
I think he'll stay. I mean, especially if we do good and if he wants to be
Now,
part of the culture.
Do you think he stays, or do you want him to stay? I know you're gonna say
Well, it's both.
both. Okay.
Yeah, it's both. It's definitely both. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so far, I mean, I've always been a fan of his since he came here. You know what I'm saying? I granted, I see what the pick was, and I understand why there was such an uproar about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in actuality, I mean, maybe only 2 quarterbacks was really good out of maybe the 7 that was in that first round. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, even though we didn't pick the quarterback, I mean, we still didn't lose it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
We could be okay in the long run if Daniel Jones continues to play or show the ability to play and lead us as the season continues and shit like that. But yeah, I mean, I think
No,
he comes back.
yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, no, so I will back that. Yeah, I'll back that up. I think there's no reason why we kind of shouldn't, especially he's like a huge bright side, especially if he proves healthy this year.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers ain't shit without Adams.
Aaron Rodgers ain't shit.
Without Devontae Adams.
Nah.
Scratch that.
Scratch that. That's
Scratch that.
Yeah.
He's still the GOAT. He's still Aaron the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Yeah,
you.
I think he's already proven that. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. Judge will not break the home run record. I already know what you Jones Thomas did.
Yeah,
So-
well, so you already know I'm bagging. I'm
Scratching that.
Scratching that. I think he
Yeah.
has about 1 with the last set that we
Back
had.
that. I think the pressure's gonna fall on him.
Right.
And he's gonna not hit a home run. He's gonna stay tied, and then he's gonna fucking let it off in the playoffs. It's gonna fucking go nuts out
Mm-hmm.
because there's gonna be no pressure on him really. Last one, and maybe you could chime in on this one, bro. And R.J. Barrett will be top 7 in scoring this season.
I could say 10.
So scratch that.
Scratch that. I
Okay.
bag top 10 though.
I got top 10.
Mhm.
Scratch that on the 7.
Scratch that on
Eh?
the 7.
Which would be
Yeah, I think
quality.
7, you probably still around the 26 range.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you could get that, but maybe at 10, at 24, 25, you
Right.
could get that.
Got you.
Bag that.
Back that. Yeah.
Bag that.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
having Brunson in on as the point guard.
Yep.
puts a little bit more pressure and takes a little bit more, gives him more space. You know, anticipate RJ with a lot of open fucking threes.
That was fire. He's gonna average 28.5 points a game. RJ Barrett. Let's go.
Word. It's fine. All right, man. So I like that new joint.
Word.
We're gonna keep that going. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, man.
I'll get better topics and shit.
No,
you know
I
what
mean, you
I
know,
hope
we
y'all
still
like
keep
it.
it sports orientated, but you know, or whatever it is, you know. But I mean,
I see how I feel. Y'all know
Yeah.
how I do.
yeah, you know, you the God push. But let's get into this. Should I say it?
No.
Hot D!
Oh, man. Come on, man. Why? So is this,
Ah, nigga.
are we making this a thing?
No, I don't know. I just.
It is a thing. It's not our thing. It's just a general thing.
I
It's a
feel like
thing
it
that
vibes with it.
exists.
I feel like it vibes with it. But yeah, House of the Dragon,
Get
man.
into the review.
Episode 7, locked in the books.
Siete.
You already know.
Oh, we all lost our death pool for this motherfucker.
Well, I said 8, no?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I said episode 8.
Oh,
that he
okay.
died, so
Okay.
I might,
You're
know,
still in
I
it.
still might be in it.
Good, but yo, he's hanging in
Yeah,
there.
he is. He's holding on. He looks even healthier and healthier. I thought he was
Happier?
collapsing.
He
And
looks
now
happier and happier.
He got a little pep in his step, got a good cane and shit. I'm like, oh, all right, he's back on it.
Nah, this one at the end, he looked kind of.
No, yeah, he did.
Well, I was gonna say, you know what's crazy? It took him to be fucking like one of the happiest we've seen him at, and then the fucking family's gotta fuck it up and shit.
All right.
Anyway,
But yeah, this was real. I think this one was one of the best episodes we've had this season
good.
so far, man. Shout out to Mia Marie's 566 on Dunk Avenue, man.
already shut up.
Come through, watch the House of the Dragon every
Food
Monday,
is on
every
point.
Sunday night over there. Get the burger and veggie burger deal with the beer. You know what I'm saying? And fries and come through and fuck with us. But
It's amazing.
yeah, man. I think it's. Where did it start again? It started with they doing the funeral for what's her name? Liana?
Yeah,
Liara?
this guy's wife.
Yeah, Damon's wife.
Yeah. Corliss's daughter and
Corliss's
Damon's,
daughter.
Damon's
Yeah, so
Nice with the names.
yeah, so they gave it this burial by sea and pushed it in the water and whatnot, and you could see it was a different, like there was different vibes and attitudes and feelings for everybody that was there and shit like that, because there was so many things happening and whatnot. But
Even Damon started laughing and shit.
yeah, Damon started
giggling.
laughing. That was supposed
He
to be
said,
his wife and shit like that, you know.
He said to the end.
Uh-huh.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, Rhaenyra's kids is upset because it's like their so-called real dad, you know, has just died and shit, and they wish they was over there at his funeral instead of being over here. But they knew that, you know, they had to be over here with their cousins and whatnot because it's part of their family and whatnot. But that's where that went, and then you hearing the rumors now that are coming more and more where, you know, Rhaenyra's kids are illegitimate. The king is now looking finally on his last days, and the Queen Alicent really is looking to hold the stake of the claim of the throne.
And I hate her so much.
Yeah, for her kids,
I
either
hate her.
Aemon or Aegon. You know, so I think it's all starting to pan out into that. You know what I'm saying? I guess obviously, you know, we always jump around with this and whatnot, but you know, she's starting to realize the illegitimacy and she's getting desperate of what she needs to do. You know what I'm saying? She then gets with Daemon, you know, her uncle, you know, which I think this is pretty much part of the book where he marries her. But they get married, you know what I'm saying? Like his wife has just died. That's where they start the show with.
Well, before that, they set up this whole plot to like fake kill her husband.
Well, I mean that actually, but it actually completely unfolds at the end of the show.
Yeah.
That's why I was holding out on it. But you're right on that. Whereas like they knew who his gay lover is. They approached him with this thing to tell him what it is. You know what I'm saying? With this gold on the other side of Essos, where you can now live this life of like no names and the people with the most money live the best life type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
it's America, it's capitalism.
Yeah, so the gold was really all that mattered to them. So they was going out there and doing that. They that's what you could see was proposed. But I don't know if they knew it as that, because as the fight starts, I thought it was paying him off to basically kind of kill the brother.
Markham, yeah, they.
You know what I'm saying?
And they
then,
got it. Yeah.
then you know, here's your bread. You know, be out, and you'll have all the money you'll need to start this new life. You know what I'm saying? But you see that he fakes the death. But in their eyes, this is what I was talking about a couple of shows back, when I was like, these Valerian people, Corlys and his family, like, you don't hear of them in the Game of Thrones at all. Not even a real like
Descendant.
Yeah, or like a name drop of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you see, but now you see it unfold how now it's like they have no kids to bear their name, only their grandkids, but they both girls. So they're gonna hold another man's name if they get married off. You know what I'm saying? And be the queen to some other families.
All their lineage were females, or the guy with the dude was gay.
That was gay.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the show of the episode, you see that he shaved his head and he was on the boat with the other dude, bouncing. I mean, in the reality, he got kind of what he wanted, because he didn't really want to be, associated with like having these titles of being royalty and shit like that. He wasn't really with that, So the way he's able to start his new life with this is where you see it and where it's at. You know what I'm saying? And now that now opens the door for this now Rhaenyra Daemon connection. You know what I'm saying? Which now, if they have a seed, it makes their legitimacy back on her a little bit stronger, because now you're having a pure blood Targaryen descendant. You know what I'm saying? Which states his claim higher than the kids that she has, which is supposed to be Valerian, but everybody really knows that they're bastards. Which goes now back. Let's get into the little fight that the youngins had. So Aemon, I believe it is, that's the younger one, right? And Aegon is the older one. Yeah. So Aemon, he's the one he's like, that was the one that they brung the pig at, like, oh, you ain't got no dragon. You know what I'm saying? So he plotted and he went down to the dragon lair and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And wind up getting Rhaenyra. I can't pronounce her name.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
But
her
dragon, getting her dragon, the biggest one. He's gonna
And that dragon is crazy.
Yeah, that's the biggest joint. She said she wound up having the biggest dragon. So, he gets that dragon. They don't know that it was stolen, but in reality it was her. Like, he took the dragon, you know what I'm saying? To claim it, and should have been
spoke to Valerian and all that.
It should have been the daughters, you know what I'm saying? That was her daughters. It should have went to her, but they took the time and they never did it, so they never claimed it. They get into a fight. He starts coming in. He starts smacking the girls up.
All the cousins are there.
Yeah. Starts smacking the girls up, and then starts beating the boys up and calling them a bastard. And one threw the sand at him, and the other one took the shank out and cut his eye. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but he was finna trying to kill people with a rock though.
Yeah.
Like, he was trying to take people out. He wasn't.
Yeah, no,
smacking
he
people
was.
around.
He was trying to straight up put that rock through that kid's face.
He was. He was trying to take him out.
Yeah, but
call him a bastard and all that. Oh, he doesn't know. Second attack.
And now we know that those two brothers, they're a little tag team, bro.
Yeah. Got each other's back.
That was some Pokemon shit. They use a sand attack and then scratch.
That was some other shit. I don't even know what that is, but I guess you guys know.
Lower the defense. Anyway, good.
Yeah, that stuff. And so I see it as I see it as like, this is where it's gonna draw the line, you know what I'm saying? Because then it goes into then it spills over into the court. I mean, into the
public.
Well, not into the public. They're all family. It looks like in that room right there.
Oh, mostly, yeah.
With with the king and shit like that, with the Knights Guards and whatnot. But and the hands.
Yeah.
And but they're like, oh, trying to say these bastards. Where does this come out from? And then you know what I'm saying? Like, they pointed out Aegon and Aemon and Aegon. They try to point it out, like, everybody knows and shit like that.
Yeah, even though there was really kind of not trying to insinuate that it was their mom that they heard it from.
Exactly, but
But they said, Aegon was like, yeah, man, nah, everybody knows.
Yeah. So then the king was putting it down, like, I don't want to hear nobody speaking about this no more.
Holding it down
Like that.
for his daughter.
For his daughter, but like that's what it's gonna really look like, trigger the war, because when you see that happening, and at the end they're gonna, when he finally dies, you know what I'm saying? This is what's gonna be the words that are, fueling the fire from the people in the streets and shit like that, where you're gonna see probably the world and the towns divided and shit like that, family members divided. This is what they said in terms of the belief of who's following who. You know what I'm saying? Is it the king's word, or is it the true blood, or what's it gonna be? So I mean, the plot of what we kind of understood from the story is starting to form early in this first season, as we get into as we just finished episode 7, and it's like I said, to me it was fire. I like the way it all broke down.
It was crazy.
Even the youngin, he was like, "Yeah, fuck it, man. I lost an eye, but I got a dragon." And then the hand was like, "You know what? He's right." You know what I'm saying?
His grandfather.
Yeah. He was like, us having that dragon, really holds us down in terms of him being able to ride that dragon and do something. So now, it's a different wave, it's a different vibe, for them in terms of, I guess, this war that's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? But we see what happens with Daemon and Rhaenyra. Let's see if they actually can have a son. You know what I'm saying? I think, who knows what happens? There might be another time jump that happens, in terms of the actual war that's going to happen. Because, I mean, if they are going to have a war, it's not going to be with this little kid right now fighting Rhaenyra. You know what I'm saying? They still both too young. They're not even ready. This other, the older brother, all he want to do is get right on the wine. He ain't doing shit but drinking every day. He's just getting twisted. That whole episode, everybody passing around with a tray. He just grabbed one and replaced another one. He said, "Yo, here, good luck, bro."
He's disappearing, jacking off in windows and shit.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
Straight creep shit.
He trying to skeet on the public and shit. Yeah, word. He's wilding. But
trying to give the public that hot D.
Hot D!
I think that's a hot D they're referring to in the
fucking Aegon drinking off in windows.
Yeah.
Oh,
He is, son.
Alright, bro.
Better than dog ski, right?
Nah,
Is that milk of a puppy? Could have been milk of a puppy.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Alright, but yo, look forward to episode 8. Anything else y'all want to say about the breakdown?
Nah, man, it was fire. It was
It was a
fire.
good episode,
Yeah,
bro. It really was.
all my comments was in between you talking, so it was fire.
Yeah, I think everything is good. And
Me and Marie's, man.
Me and Marie's, facts.
Yeah.
Hit us up. We in there.
Every week, man. It's fire. It's a good time.
Facts. All right, yo, well, that's another episode done. Episode
Word.
82 of the Jones Hour. Appreciate all the love, everybody checking in, fuck
All
with
of
us and
y'all.
everything like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Shout out to everybody that shares, comments, hit that subscribe. And if you missed the live on IG or YouTube, you could stream it on Spotify, Google, Apple, Amazon, and iHeartRadio.
You're ready, man.
It's my man Kush Talk and Acid. Jones. Let's start the.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. You know what's crazy?
It's on you.
Yeah, it's on me now. No, I got y'all though.
It's on
I
you.
got y'all though. Go back. Jones Hour.
Appreciate the love, yeah.
I was thinking that we could add the gods to the ends of the fancy teams. Get everyone to add the gods to the end of their
The Jones Hour gods.
The Jones Hour, the gods. Hot D, the gods. Just all do it at once.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?